Hi, everybody, and welcome to Chatting Bruins. I really don't want to be chatting Bruins right now because Bruins just lost by a final score of 3-2. Florida Panthers just took a 3-1 series lead, and you're pretty much at the point of taking your Bruins sweatshirt, like I have right here, and tossing it out because that's where we're at with the Bruins right now. This game should have stayed tied. It should still be tied. They should still be going to overtime right now. But the NHL and the refs clearly have another agenda that's on their list of things to do because there's no reasoning at all how there wasn't goaltending interference in this game. None whatsoever. Every replay you see, every time you look at different angles, that was goaltender interference. The goal should never have been allowed to make it 3-2. But now we're at the stage where it cost us the game, and you are now down in this series 3-1. I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to spew nonsense out of my mouth, and I'm not going to tell you that I still have hope. I think this team can come back and win 3 games in a row. I don't. I don't see this happening whatsoever. Unfortunately, maybe the Bruins get a game, but that's going to be it. I just don't think that this team has what it takes to get over the hump and to get that series defining win and get to the next round. Not with what you have. I don't have anybody else joining me here tonight. However, I do want to bring up a couple different points here that are really making me frustrated the more and more I watch this team. It seems like we're seeing the same style of play in and out of every game that you watch right now. You are seeing right now consistent play where it comes to face-offs getting lost. I look at the last 30 seconds in the game, and the 30 seconds that you had, Charlie Coyle was right there at the dot, and he can't even win the puck battle. There's a huge loss on this team without Patrice Bergeron and David Krejci. Just taking center control on keeping that puck in your zone and getting in the right place at the right time to set up plays. That style of play is so severely missed right now that you don't really have any answers for it. You just don't. There is nothing that the Bruins can even do. 42-18 were your shots on net differentials tonight. It's what we've seen the entire series. Even in the Toronto series, you saw some glimpses of this as well, with the Bruins just not putting enough pucks on net. As you're watching the game here tonight, every time the Bruins had control of that puck in their zone, I don't know if anybody else was just timing it to see how long they could keep possession of the puck in their zone, but they just couldn't do it. Florida, I got to give them credit at least for the style of smothering defense that they're playing. They are annihilating the Bruins. They are making them not be able to breathe when it comes to any pucks in the zone. They clear it out. They get it done. You got to give credit for them. They're just a different breed than you are currently right now. It's sad to see it because, again, we're in that whole pattern of it's the same story, same year kind of atmosphere and an expectation that you have for the Bruins right now. Started out fine. You had 2 goals. David Pastrnak started it out power play early for the Bruins in the first period, took a blast, and that got right in the net. Then you had Brandon Carlo scoring as well in the first period, and you had a 2-0 lead, and you just blew it right away. We were feeling good after that first period. Even myself, I was feeling pretty good about where things could be at, and maybe we could make this series 2-2. But the Bruins needed this game. You needed this game desperately to have some sort of a chance here in this series, and you just couldn't do it. You couldn't do it. So now it's 3-1. You now go back to Florida, which to the Bruins' benefit may be better because the Bruins, I still can't for the life of me understand how the Bruins won Game 7 against the Maple Leafs at home. It's the biggest mystery right now of what we've witnessed, at least in this playoff run. I don't understand it because the Bruins and even the Celtics cannot win at the TD Garden for whatever it is right now. They just can't do it. They got to figure it out because it's driving myself and other fans absolutely nuthouse that this is a continued theme of being Loserville, USA in your hometown, at your home arena, your home ice. Can't happen. Can't happen in the playoffs. So we move forward. Tuesday night, which probably there's no more excuse. I don't think the Bruins are going to come out and get this. I don't. I think this is going to be a gentleman's sweep here for Florida right now. Just the way I'm seeing things right now. And you now look back and try and figure out what you do next. But I don't want to go there just yet. We'll talk about that more after Tuesday's game and see where things happen. The main thing that we definitely just want to close the chapter here on is how the NHL and the officials want Florida to win this series so bad. The calls, it's almost like it's rigged. There's just everything that's getting done is just not going the Bruins' way. And everything Florida does is just going their way. You know, the biggest thing coming into this game again was Brad Marchand being out on the cheap shot from Sam Bennett. No suspension, no fine, no nothing. And Marchand sits out. Who knows if he's even going to be good to go for Game 5. But that's what you're left with. Not a very good taste of what we expect for the black and gold. Tuesday night, do or die. We'll see what happens for that game and series. Before we wrap up here tonight, Red Sox are able to take get a win this afternoon, and we was able to take the series against the Washington Nationals this afternoon. Red Sox got a win today by a final score of 3-2. You saw the return of Brayan Bello on the hill, and he was good enough. In my opinion, he still needs lots of improvement. I know it's his first start back from the IL. He got the win. He went 5 innings. Congrats. It was one of the sloppiest baseball games I've probably ever seen. The Red Sox have played. I know it's a lot to say from this season, but it was right up there in Slop Fest USA for what they did again today. They got lucky to get the win, and they got lucky that they played the Nationals because they are not a very good baseball team. Along with the Red Sox, too, currently right now. The Red Sox will be facing the Rays. I'm just going to double check and make sure that they are either at home or at the Rays. They are in Boston for 4. Tomorrow's game is at 7:10. That'll do it here for another Chattin' Bruins and a little bit of Red Sox, as much as we don't really care about them at the current moment with how they're playing. But that will wrap it here again. The Bruins lose tonight by a final score of 3-2 against the Florida Panthers. Thank you, NHL. Thank you, officials. Appreciate how much you torture us Bruins fans. We'll leave you with that tonight. Happy Mother's Day as well to all the moms out there as well. We hope you had a wonderful day.